Canada Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has resigned from his post. He has led the ruling Liberal Party since 2013. Mr Trudeau had been under pressure to step down over poor opinion polls and a series of high-profile resignations from his cabinet. He will officially resign once a replacement is decided on.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Diana Magnay has more.
After his finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, resigned in December, she was a key political ally of Justin Trudeau's, and she wrote a pretty bracing resignation letter saying that he was not equipped for the Trump trade wars, which are due to happen, apparently, according to Donald Trump, on day one when he enters the White House. I think as soon as you see a major ally like that, confidence in his leadership effectively fell away. And I mean, if you look back at the 9 years since Justin Trudeau has been Canada's Prime Minister, he came in with a huge mandate and a large majority. He has since secured a victory through 2 further elections, but over a minority government, and his popularity has slid throughout that time, and especially in the last couple of years in the wake of the sort of economic aftermath of the COVID pandemic, when voters' concerns shifted from all of those things that Justin Trudeau stood for, you know, climate change, fighting for Ukraine and democracy, all these sort of liberal values of which he was a real paragon back in the middle of the last decade, to much more pressing economic concerns. In Canada, we saw very high an acute housing shortage. People were frustrated with the cost of living. People were frustrated with inflation, high prices, you know, all the kinds of pressures that we've seen Western leaders across the world succumb to, and which were the reason that the American voters voted in for Donald Trump. And I think the resignation of Chrystia Freeland was a sort of death blow to his leadership, and he recognised that if he continued, there was no way that the Liberal Party would stay in power and win an election, which is due this year, and that's why he was forced to step down. So what he does now is stay on as Prime Minister until the party chooses a new leader, and then there will presumably be a vote of no confidence, as the opposition parties have said that they don't want to vote for this, stand by this government anymore, and then Canadians will elect a new leader. And it looks pretty likely that it will be the much more nationalist, conservative candidate, Pierre Poilievre, who comes to the fore unless, you know, the Liberals and whoever they choose experiences a massive groundswell of support.